There's a quiet mistake happening in kitchens every single day. One that doesn't feel dangerous in the moment, doesn't hurt right away, but slowly, almost invisibly, it begins to take something away from you. Your strength, your balance, your ability to walk confidently across a room without thinking twice. And by the time most people notice it, it's already too late to ignore. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Some of the foods you've trusted for years, foods that feel harmless, even normal, may be quietly weakening your legs from the inside out. Not overnight, but day by day, meal by meal. And if you're over 60, your body doesn't recover the way it used to, which means the damage adds up faster than you think. Now let me ask you something honestly. Have you noticed your legs feeling weaker than they used to? Maybe stairs feel harder. Maybe getting up from a chair takes just a bit more effort. Maybe you've brushed it off as just aging. But what if it's not just age? What if something on your plate is playing a bigger role than you realize? I want you to think about that for a moment, and if you're comfortable, tell me in the comments. Have your legs felt different in the last few years? Stronger or weaker? Because what we're about to uncover might completely change how you look at food from today onward. And here's where it gets surprising. This isn't about extreme diets. It's not about cutting everything you love. It's about identifying just a few hidden culprits, the ones that do the most damage over time. And the first one is something millions of people over 60 eat every single day without question: refined carbohydrates. Now, at first, this might not sound alarming. Bread, white rice, pastries, biscuits, these feel like comfort foods, simple, familiar, easy. But what most people don't realize is these foods can trigger a chain reaction inside your body that directly affects your legs. Here's how. When you eat refined carbs, your blood sugar spikes quickly. Your body responds by releasing insulin, a hormone designed to bring that sugar down. Now, in small amounts, this is normal. But when this happens over and over again, day after day, year after year, your body starts to struggle. Cells become less responsive. Inflammation quietly builds. And here's the key part most people miss. Chronic inflammation doesn't just stay in your bloodstream, it affects your muscles, including the large muscle groups in your legs. Over time, this can accelerate muscle loss, something researchers refer to as age-related muscle decline. And once muscle mass starts decreasing, strength follows, balance weakens, and the risk of falls increases. Now imagine this, a 68-year-old man who starts his day with toast and jam, has a sweet snack in the afternoon, and maybe some white rice at dinner. Nothing unusual, right? But over years, this pattern quietly fuels inflammation, and one day, he notices he can't climb stairs the same way. His legs feel heavier, less responsive. He thinks it's just age, but in reality, his diet has been slowly working against him. And this is where things change. Because once you understand this connection, you start seeing food differently. Not just as fuel, but as something that either supports your strength or quietly erodes it. But don't worry, we're not stopping here. Because the second food on this list is even more deceptive, and chances are it's sitting in your kitchen right now. Processed meats. sausages, bacon, deli slices. These are often marketed as convenient protein sources, and protein is important, especially after 60. But here's the problem. Not all protein is equal. Processed meats often contain high levels of sodium, preservatives, and compounds that can trigger inflammation. And over time, this creates a similar effect. The body enters a low-grade inflammatory state. Muscles don't recover as well. Circulation can be affected. And here's something most people don't realize. Your legs rely heavily on good blood flow. If circulation is compromised, even slightly, muscle function can suffer. You may feel fatigue faster. You may notice stiffness, or that subtle heaviness in your legs that doesn't seem to go away. Now think about this. Have you ever felt like your legs get tired faster than they should? Like they're carrying more weight than your body actually has? That could be a sign something deeper is happening. And again, it doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly, quietly, until one day it becomes noticeable. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Because the third food isn't something people usually associate with weakness at all. In fact, many believe it's harmless. Sugary drinks, juices, sodas, even healthy sweetened beverages. Now here's the issue. Liquid sugar enters your bloodstream even faster than solid food, which means sharper spikes, stronger insulin responses, and over time, greater stress on your metabolic system. But the real danger is how this affects muscle preservation. Studies have shown that excessive sugar intake can interfere with the body's ability to maintain muscle mass. And after 60, muscle loss already becomes a natural challenge. So when sugar accelerates that process, it creates a double effect. Less strength, less stability, and a higher risk of losing independence. Now imagine someone who drinks fruit juice every morning, thinking it's healthy. But it's packed with added sugars. Over years, this contributes to muscle decline, and they never even realize the connection. That's the scary part, not knowing. But now you do, and that awareness, that's your advantage. But we're not done yet, because the fourth food might surprise you the most. Vegetable oils. Now, wait, that sounds confusing, right? Aren't these supposed to be healthy? Well, some are. But many common vegetable oils are highly processed and rich in omega-6 fatty acids. In small amounts, omega-6 is fine, but in excess, it can promote inflammation. And again, inflammation becomes the silent enemy. Not loud, not obvious, but persistent. And over time, it contributes to muscle breakdown and joint discomfort, especially in the lower body. You might feel it as stiffness when you wake up, or that slight hesitation before taking your first steps in the morning. These small signals matter. They're your body's way of speaking. The question is, are you listening? Because here's what most people don't realize. It's not just about what you eat occasionally, it's about what you eat consistently. And the final food on this list is something people rarely suspect. Excessive alcohol. Now this isn't about the occasional drink. It's about regular, consistent intake. Alcohol can interfere with protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair and build muscle. And over time, this means slower recovery, weaker muscles, and reduced coordination, especially in the legs. It can also affect your nervous system, which plays a critical role in balance and movement. So even if you don't feel immediate weakness, your stability may already be affected. And this is where it all connects. Muscles, nerves, circulation, inflammation. They all work together. And when one is compromised, the others follow. Now take a moment and think about your daily habits. Not perfectly, just honestly. Which of these foods shows up most often? There's no judgment here, only awareness, because awareness leads to change, and change leads to strength. But here's the part most people overlook. This isn't just about removing harmful foods. It's about giving your body what it actually needs. Support, nourishment, the right building blocks. Because your body, even after 60, still wants to stay strong, still wants to move, still wants to support you. You just have to meet it halfway. Imagine waking up and feeling steady on your feet, walking without hesitation, climbing stairs with confidence. That's not just possible, it's realistic, when you start making the right choices. And here's where things shift from fear to control. Because now you know what to watch for, you know what to reduce, and more importantly, you know that small changes can lead to big results. You don't have to change everything overnight, just one step at a time, one meal at a time, one better decision at a time. And before you know it, your body starts responding. Your energy improves. Your legs feel lighter, stronger, more reliable. And that feeling, that sense of independence, that's worth everything. So let me ask you one last question. If a few simple changes could help you stay strong, stable, and independent for years longer, wouldn't it be worth it? If this opened your eyes even a little, take a moment to like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe, because what you don't know can hurt you, but what you learn can protect you, and your future self will thank you for it.